Well, that's a difficult one. Yeah, no, my name's Mike. So I'm Mike Child and I'm 65. So my profession is finished, really. I'm retired. But I was a teacher. So I'm teaching ceramics for the last 20 years. I've seen complete changes in people that have come into my classes, from people who were not really sure what they wanted to find or what they wanted to get out of it, to people who continued making things for several years because they became fascinated and they actually found a direction. And I think with that interaction, it gave them grounds in which they could personally grow, they could evolve a little bit in some way. Mm-hmm. So during those years of involvement, they found more confidence and more ideas as well, and were able to do something for themselves, because I think that's something that's denied us these days, really. Gives people a sense of self-confidence and gives them a direction, gives them something to build on, gives them an area in which they feel as though they can grow. They can, the more you're involved in a craft, the more ideas you get, the more you're able to develop your own skills. And this comes naturally. It's nothing, I think, that has to be forced. It can come in their own time. It depends what system they're being taught in, really. But it is a route to growth for the individual. So it's essential, really, in my mind. If you don't have something you can grow on, I mean, where are you, you know? Some of the nicest moments that I've had here have been where the group actually begins to relate through the work and what we're doing to each other so well that, you know, you sort of you see it's also got a social value. It's not just the object itself, it's the struggles and the learning process that everyone has to go through no matter what they're doing. So it doesn't even have to relate to what you're doing here. It could be something that they've done at home, or, you know, what's happening outside, or a problem that they've had. But it can be shared and they relate to each other more, and so that they're able to feel not quite so alone, I guess is the word, is it? So social cohesion takes place, you know, it's sort of sharing, being able to share, you know, understanding or problems and dealing with problems. And so it's not just craft you're dealing with people's lives, that's what I'm trying to say. So I think a teacher is very important, for one, to help them understand the materials that are being used, because understanding materials will give them much easier access to attaining their aims. And another one is actually relating what they're doing to a much bigger picture, you know, to life itself, really, so that what they are doing is related to everyone else and everything else, and it's not just a narrow avenue for themselves. Mm-hmm.